been a few days since I worked on my car, but I had a couple of hours this afternoon, so I want to get the headers off, the wastegate and the turbo. I don't think I'm going to get much else done today because the headers might come off a little bit difficult. We'll have to see. Let's check it out. Like the rest of my car, I got my headers used from a guy here locally. They were actually cracked in the ad, but that was fine with me. I thought I could bring them to someone I knew and get them welded. When I showed up, he said that he knew a guy who had a good reputation to get them welded. So he dropped them off to his shop. Something happened. I don't think he actually welded them. Someone else did it. Not a big deal. He gave them a cheap anyways. I was cool with it. But the welds are really rough. They never leaked a whole lot. One cracked, and I did a little bit of welding myself. The headers are GT spec headers, so a bit cheaper. But they've been working fine now. They haven't leaked. You know, once they were cleaned up, they haven't leaked since. The last issue I had though is they were really difficult to put on. After they were welded, I guess they shrunk because they weren't put on a jig, and I had to pull them with a ratchet strap to get them over the studs. It was a bit sketchy, but it worked fine. I'm hoping now with some heat cycling they've relaxed a little bit and they might come off sensible. If they come off really bad, I'm not sure if I'm going to cut them again and weld them bolted to the engine. We'll have to see. Let's see how bad they come off. Alright, that's one side. I had some issues with this gasket too. When I got the exhaust, this gasket was pretty trash. I used it for a bit, but I had to order a new one. And I also lost a bolt, so I had some leaks here. One time it failed on me. I guess it was kind of a one cause the other thing. Once this bolt let go, the exhaust destroyed the gasket. So. This 3-bolt header looks like a pain, but in the car it's actually not too bad to access. Alright, let's see how they come off. Well, they feel kind of tight still. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. There'll be no sweat to put back on. They still need a little bit of stretching. But I can almost pull them on by hand, so that's alright. They're pretty rough. Onto the turbo. This was put on less than a year ago, but you never know with any bolts on this car. They look pretty crusty. You'll have to see. Let's see if we can tap this on. Oh. That seems alright. Oh, here we go. It seems like the nuts actually completely smashed and splitting apart. Alright, I actually got it. I put a 1/2-inch ratchet on it, pulled on it real hard, and it came off. This nut's completely destroyed. It's good that it came off clean, but it's got to be replaced. Okay, let's try this next one. Alright, so you can see this one's pretty crusty. Threads are really rough on it. I'm going to try and get it off with a wrench. You actually can't even get the ring of the wrench around it, so you definitely can't get a socket on it. It's just the way it is. I'll have to see if I don't round it off now. Might be alright. Give it a knock with a hammer. And look at that! Isn't that nice? And we got one last guy deep in there. Okay, so in order to get this last turbo bolt down in there taken off, I got to clear this stud. So I'm going to take off the up pipe mount and Hopefully they'll give us enough clearance for that one. Okay, so looking at it now, actually, I don't need to take this off at all. We can leave the turbo attached to the up pipe and take it off all as one unit, and then we can deal with it on the bench when it's a little bit easier to get some of these bolts. We just got to take this coolant line off and the turbo inlet off the turbo, just one hose clamp. Alright. It kills me to let this turbo inlet clamp go. It's so difficult to put on. You put one on before you know what I'm talking about. I'm also going to take off the intercooler bracket just so it makes it easier to slide it out. Let's take this line off here, the oil feed line. Maybe I will take it off down here. That fitting seems to be a little bit stuck. Here we go. This fitting's alright. I'm a bit weary of it because this is an aftermarket hose that comes with the turbo and an adapter to the stock STI oil line. So I want to be pretty careful with it. Here we go. Perfect. All come out as one unit. All looks good. I'm going to end this video there. We had some stuck bolts, but we got the headers off and the turbo. We got everything we said we're going to do. So I'm going to wait till next time to take the top of the engine off, the intake and everything. Lots of connectors. I want to keep it all straight in my head as one chunk. But thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.